guys, so today I'm going to be answering a question that I actually get quite often on this channel, and that is, what do I do with my pets when I go on vacation? I currently have 13 pets, so a lot of people assume I just can't go on vacation or I can never leave, and that's actually not true. I don't go on vacation too often. Generally, I take like 1 week-long vacation a year. Other than that, I'm only gone for a day or two at a time. But just because you do have a few pets, it doesn't mean you can't ever leave. You just have to really do a lot of planning ahead and making sure everything's going to be good while you're gone. So I actually thought this would be the perfect time to finally answer this question, because I actually just did get back from vacation a couple days ago. My parents and I went on a cruise. We went to the Bahamas. We had a lot of fun. I actually put a video up a couple days ago about our vacation. It's not pet related, but you can check that out on my channel if you're interested to see how my vacation was. You can probably tell by my face that I went somewhere sunny because it's red, it's flaking, it looks really bad right now. I did put on a lot of sunscreen while I was there, but being this pale, there's not too much you can do to prevent this. I was gonna wait to film this until it cleared up a little bit, but since I haven't done a pet related video in a while since I was on vacation, I wanted to get this video out to you guys as soon as I could. I do want to mention really quick, now that I am back from vacation, Pickle's Pet Shop is now open. My online pet store was closed for a little bit over a week while I was on vacation, but it is back open now. The link will be in the description and at the end of the video like always. I do have some brand new items in stock, so if you haven't checked that out already, make sure to go check that out after this video if you're interested in some pretty cool pet products. So what do I do with all 13 of my pets when I go on vacation? Like I said, I generally go on a vacation only about once a year. Other than that, I'll only go overnight, like for 1 or 2 nights. And my routine for those 2 different scenarios is completely different. If I'm just leaving the house for 1 or 2 nights, 2 is usually the max, I actually don't do anything with my pets. Anywhere I go, my dogs come with me, so I never have to worry about them because I always keep them with me if it's for a couple nights. Usually I'm just like going to my parents' house for the weekend, so they come along. And my other pets, I just let alone. I'm sure most of you know that other than my hamster and my 2 gerbils, most of the other pets I have are reptiles, and generally they are pretty easy to leave for 1 or 2 days. While I do check on my reptiles every day and I interact with some of them quite frequently, a lot of them don't need fed or cleaned every day, so they're pretty easy to leave for a short weekend. So right before I leave, I will make sure everyone has water, I'll feed anyone who needs fed, and I will mist anyone who needs a high humidity while I'm gone. And then as soon as I get back, of course, I check on everyone, make sure everyone has water again, and get everything back going in my regular routine. Now when I go on a longer vacation, my care is quite different because, like I said, I don't leave my animals unattended for more than 2 nights at a time. So like on this vacation, I was gone for a whole week, so I definitely needed to do something different. I actually had 2 people looking after my pets while I was gone. Both of them were nice enough to actually film some little clips of them taking care of my pets, so I will be inserting them in this video also. So I would say when I go on vacation, the 2 hardest pets are definitely my dogs, Ellie and Steve. I'm sure most of you know if you have dogs, dogs require a ton of attention. They not only need fed and watered every day, they need let outside every few hours to go to the bathroom, and they need a lot of attention, especially Steve. He is a cuddle bug. So for my dogs, sometimes it's not my first choice, but I have had it happen before. When I go on vacation, I do have to board them. I always like having my dogs stay in an environment they're used to if at all possible. Luckily, I do have a nice boarding facility that I do trust, and they do go there every once in a while. Luckily for this trip, my friend Megan, who most of you know, was actually nice enough, and she took a whole week off of work to watch my dogs, my parents' dog, and her dog Lucy. So I actually took Ellie and Steve down to my parents' house because they live right by my friend Megan, and Megan actually spent the entire week at my parents' house watching all the dogs. It does seem kind of crazy if you think about it, because she was watching 6 dogs, but 5 of those dogs are very laid back, very chill. The only one who's a little bit more active is Steve. Of course, Steve always has to throw a little wrench into everything. He is pretty well behaved, but he's the youngest of everyone. He's only 5 years old. He does have a lot of energy, but everyone got along great, and they were just at my parents' house with Megan all week. It's super important just to find someone you trust and make sure your pets are going to be in an environment that they're used to. And personally, I just found that it's easier for me while I'm on vacation if my dogs are in an environment that I know they're comfortable with and they're with someone that they know. My dogs absolutely love Megan. They probably love her as much as they love me, so it makes me worry a lot less while I'm on vacation. Of course, I still worry about them way more than I should, and I miss them, but I know they are comfortable and they're having a great time. So while I was gone, Megan did a wonderful job with all the dogs. They all slept in bed with her. She was in bed with 6 dogs, which is kind of insane. She took them on some walks. She took Steve on a couple extra walks all by himself just to get some energy out of him, because like I said, he does have a lot more energy than all the other dogs. Luckily, we had some nice weather, so she was able to take him on some walks. And of course, the dogs got plenty of playtime and cuddles in while I was gone. Since Megan knows my dogs so well, she actually lived with me when I had Ellie, and then she's been around Steve so much, I did not make a detailed care guide for her. She's very familiar with my dogs. She knows exactly how I take care of them. We spent a lot of time together. So all I did was I took home their food that they're on, told her what to do, and I trust her completely with my dogs. So that is what I did with Ellie and Steve while I was on vacation. All my other pets stayed at my house, of course, because I'm not going to be carrying 40-gallon cages all around. And I actually had one of my friends that I actually met through YouTube. His name is Mango. I will link his channel down below. He was actually nice enough, and he came over to my house once a day and checked on all of my other pets, fed them, watered them, and did everything they needed. Mango is a pet lover and has a ton of pets also, so I really trusted him with everyone. But since he doesn't know my pets as well as Megan did, I did leave a full-size care sheet for him just with some contact information, emergency information, everything like that, along with putting little individual care sheets on each of their enclosures. So on every enclosure, I would just include the pet's name, what type of animal they were, and then a few of the main bullet points, like how often they eat, what they eat, when they need misted, just basic care like that. So Mango was nice enough. He stopped by my house once a day, every day I was gone. He was nice enough to film some little clips too, so I will put some of those in there. Luckily, most of my reptiles don't eat every day, and I found that when I'm gone and someone watches them, a lot of them eat even less. So the main thing we had to worry about was making sure everyone's thermostats, heaters were working, and that everyone had water and their cages were nice and humid if need be. My snake Pippa ate right before I left, so all he had to worry about for her was giving her some fresh water. Piper is in a hunger strike right now and hasn't ate for a while, so once again with her, he's had to make sure her heat mat was on and she had fresh water. All of my heat mats are set on thermostats, so he just had to check every day just to make sure the thermostat was saying what it should be and nothing was malfunctioning or anything, because that can unfortunately happen. And then also, Lola is the only one of my reptiles who has a heat bulb and a light, and her light is actually on a timer, so he didn't have to worry about turning that on and off every day. He's had to make sure it was on when it was supposed to be, so everything was pretty easy there. Before I left, I did get everything out of the drawers and put it on a table. I didn't want Mango to have to dig around my pet room and wonder where everything is. It was really important to have everything he needed right out in the open and really easy for him to access. For my 2 crested geckos and my gargoyle gecko that eat Pangea, I already had the Pangea in the little cups. All he had to do was add water and mix it using everything I had laid out for him. So while he did have to stop by once a day to check on everyone and do everything, I tried to make it as easy as possible, so I don't think it took that long. And with all the clips he provided, I think he did an absolutely wonderful job taking care of my pets, along with Megan taking care of my dogs. It's really nice when you have people you can really trust and you know what they're doing. It makes it much easier to go on vacation. It does ease your mind a little bit because you know there's someone you can really trust at home taking care of your babies, and while you still really miss them, and I still do worry, probably more than I should, it does make it a little bit easier. I never like leaving my pets, which is why I usually only go on 1 vacation a year, even though I am going somewhere pretty exciting this August. But I just wanted to make this video to show you guys it is possible to go on vacation when you do have a lot of pets. As long as you prepare ahead of time, have people you trust, have things lined out, it can go pretty smooth. So that is pretty much all I have for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I just thought it would be the perfect time to finally answer this question since I just got back from vacation. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.